Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to kind of piggyback off what we learned yesterday. Yesterday we learned how to multiply fractions, and we do that by multiplying our numerators and multiplying our denominators, right? So 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 5 is 15. That's already in simplest form because there's no common factor, so that's my answer, 2/15. Today we're going to be multiplying mixed numbers. Okay, and it's very similar. However, there are a couple extra things we need to do. The main thing is this step one. The first thing we're going to do when we multiply mixed numbers is that we need to convert those mixed numbers into improper fractions. Then we can go ahead and multiply the numerators and denominators. And then step 3 and 4 is all about simplifying, right? Convert back to a mixed number and simplify. So how do we convert from a mixed number into an improper fraction? Well, it's actually quite simple, and we've learned this before. All we need to do really is multiply my denominator by the whole number and then add the numerator. So in other words, it would be 5 times 1 plus 2, and then my denominator would stay 5, right? 5 times 1 plus 2. This would be 3 times 1 plus 1, right? And my denominator would stay the same. So let's go ahead and convert these into improper fractions. So let's see, 5 times 1 is 5, and then 5 plus 2 is 7. So 1 and 2/5 becomes 7, and then my denominator stays the same, fifths. Okay, how about this one? Well, let's see, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So that's 4, and my denominator stays the same. So I just converted 1 and 2/5 and 1 and 1/3 into 7/5 and 4/3. So step 1, check. Step 2, multiply the numerators and the denominators. So let's see, I'm probably going to move down here so I have more space. But 7 times 4 is 28. 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, so I did it. Step 2, check. Now up to step 3, convert back to mixed numbers. Now how do we do that? Remember, we have to divide, right? 28 divided by 15. Well, 15 goes into 28 once, and then we've got to find out what's left over, right? 1 times 15 is 15. What's 28 minus 15? Well, 8 minus 5 is 3, and 2 minus 1 is 1, so 13 is left over. So that means 15 goes into 28 one time. There's my whole number. There's, it's not 15, is it? 13. 13 left over. And then my denominator, remember, always stays the same. It's 15. 1 and 13/15. Check. Can I simplify? Is there a common factor? No, there is not. 13 and 15 are way too close, so that's my answer. 1 and 13/15. Let's try another one, guys. Here we have 2 and 4/5 times 1 1/2. So remember, step 1 is to convert into those improper fractions. So I'm going to multiply and add, right? Multiply and add. So let's see. Let's convert 2 and 4/5 into a improper fraction. If you want to pause this and try it yourself, you can. Well, let's see. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. And the denominator stays the same, 14/5. How about the other one? 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, and denominator stays the same. Okay, check. 14/5 times 5/4. Now multiply numerators and denominators. Okay, 14 times 5. Well, I can't do that in my head. I'm going to figure that out. 14 times 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. So it's 70. So I got 70 is my numerator. And then my denominator, 5 times 4 is 20. Okay, so I got 70/20ths. Now let's convert back to a mixed number. How many times does 20 go into 70? Let's see, 70 divided by 20. How many 20s are in 70? Let's see, 20, 40, 60. So it goes in 3 whole times. 3 times 20 is 60, right? And there's going to be 10 left over. So that means 70/20ths is 3, because 20 goes into 73 whole times. There's 10 left over. And my denominator, right, stays the same. So 3 and 10/20ths. Am I done? If I look at 10 and 20, there's a common factor. 10. 10 goes into 10, 10 goes into 20, right? So 3 is my whole number. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 3.5. All right. One more, guys. And if you want to try this one on your own, if you want to pause the video and give it a try, be my guest, and then you can unpause and see how you did. All right, so here we go. Step 1, convert mixed numbers to improper fractions. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13 over 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Hold on, 7 thirds. Okay, check. Multiply numerators and denominators. Ooh, 13 times 7. We're going to end up with a big number. 13 times 7. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2 is 9. So that's 91 is my numerator. And what's my denominator? 3 times 2 is 6. 91 6. All right, so let's see. Got to convert it back to a mixed number. What is 91? Oops, that's 19. What is 91 divided by 6? Well, 6 goes into 9 once. 1 times 6 is 6. Subtract, and you get 3. Bring down the 1. How many 6s in 31? 6, 12, 18, 24, 35 times. 5 times 6 is 30. And you're going to end up with a remainder of 1, right? So that means 6 goes into 91 6 whole times. Or no, not 6 whole times, sorry, 15 whole times. 6 goes into 91 15 whole times, right? I got that from right here. There is 1 left over. I got that from my remainder. And my denominator is 6. Is that in simplest form? Yep, because I have a 1 on top. 15 and 1/6. All right, open up the notes. Try the problem of the day, guys.